So I went to a Catholic church this week and experienced Catholic service for the first time in my life. 5 things to know before going to a Catholic service if you've never been to a Catholic service. Number 1, the pastor, the priest, whomever conducts the service is one of the most talented individuals I've ever seen. So coming from a non-denominational Baptist church, Christian man, go to a Baptist church, our pastor conducts the service one way. He preaches the service. Then you have the choir, then you have the ushers, and then you have the church-like unofficial disciplinary person that calms all the children down. Nah, I saw this one man conduct the service. Then while conducting the service, he said, we are going to sing a hymn. So when he said that, I was waiting for the choir to show up. Then the choir conductor, to get everybody right, he started leading the church and singing. And his voice sounded like he could be in an opera somewhere. And I was shocked. I was like, I thought he was just going to preach the word. But nah, he sung too. And then some children in the back was getting out of control. And he shot them a look and the children calmed down all at one time. I didn't know the priest was that talented, dog. Had no idea. Had me in the back of the church shook. I didn't know whether to like praise and throw my hands in the air, buy his album, or be quiet. Because I didn't want him to give me that look. Had me sitting down. Number 2, in order to attend Catholic service, be sure you are in some of the best shape of your life. Again, going to the churches that I regularly attend, we might stand up and worship and pray and sing every once in a while. And that's about it. At Catholic church, I wasn't familiar that you stood up, he said something, the people say something, then you sit down, then you stand up again, then you sit down. Then when it's time to pray, they got these things that they roll out under the chairs, whatever. You get on your knees and you pray. Then you pray, then you stand up, then you sit down. Then you stand up, you sit down. At one point, I thought we were playing Simon Says, Jesus Says. I didn't know what to do. I was confused. I sat down when they stood up. Then I stood up when they sat down. I was lost in church. I left in a full sweat. Make sure you bring a towel, rag, and a bottle of water because you go up, down, up, down, up, down. Head, shoulder, knees, toes, everything. Number 3, the Bible says, come as you are. Everybody in this church was dressed to the T. Dudes was in there in full 3-piece suits. I looked to my right. I seen one dude had the Scarface outfit on. I'm talking about like the black suit with the white collar shirt, the chest slightly open with the rose gold necklace. And then his wife, I'm in church. I ain't going to say no way, but his wife was dressed very, 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 very well. And then the woman, to me, she had on something that looked like it cost like $18,000. It looked like she bathed in Chanel perfume and she was about 85 years old. I was looking at the ring finger. She was free, but I ain't want to use that space to conduct the kind of, you know what I'm saying, hollering at her that I wanted to, but everybody in there was dressed to the T. If you go into Catholic service, this is the first time I attended, they left an impression on me that I had to go buy 4 or 5 suits. You know, black men, we superstitious. We only buy suits to go to court and when you buried. But I got to go in a hurry if I'm going to bow and kneel in front of Mother Mary. Number 4, the entire church is in sync. Now, I am not going to disrespect the Catholic faith by trying to recite some of the prayers and the amens that they were saying. But I know when that priest said something, the church recited it in unison. At one point, it was so in sync that I heard the pulpit and the wall said at the same time. They stood up together. They sat down together. It was choreographed. They learned why in the womb, when they're a fetus, when they walk around and their daddy is sperm. If you Catholic, they already tell you, when you come out of here, you better be able to do the things we do and say the things we say and cross your body how we cross our body. Because they were so in unison, man. And number 5, Catholic service is long. If you are thinking about joining the Catholic Church, cancel your Sunday. Don't think about nothing in the morning. If you think you're finna go get your nails done, a yard cut, fix them around the house from like 9 to 2 p.m., cancel it. You're going to be at that church because we was in service so long that my hair started to grow out. I needed another haircut when I left the church. And it was no shortening, nothing. And if I wanted to leave early, that pastor just gave me a look. Let me sit down and hear this whole word because clearly I need this whole word. And you can't sit down too long because at some point you have to stand back up and sing a hymn that you don't know what the hymn is. Then you look to your right and they singing the hymn in unison, but you distracted by her earrings because her earrings are glowing, but her earrings are singing the same song that you need to be singing. And now you on your knees, but they still standing up. Now they on their knees and now you on your knees and you got one eye open because you want to do everything everybody else doing, but you ain't been in this church long enough to do everything everybody else is doing. I'll probably be back next week because church started last Sunday, and I'm pretty sure last Sunday's service is just ending today.